the region. His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq welcomes His Excellency the Lebanese President upon his arrival at the Royal Airport for a two-day official visit to the Sultanate of Oman. His Majesty the Sultan issues a royal decree. And His Majesty the Sultan receives a written message from His Excellency the French President regarding the historical relations and bilateral cooperation between the two countries. Good evening once again, and thank you for joining us. Those were the headlines, and now the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq and His Excellency General Joseph Aoun, President of the Lebanese Republic, held an official round of talks this evening at Al Alam Palace. At the outset of the meeting, His Majesty the Sultan reaffirmed his warm welcome to the President and his accompanying delegation. The President expressed his sincere gratitude and appreciation to His Majesty the Sultan for the gracious reception and generous hospitality extended to him and his delegation. The session reviewed opportunities to open new avenues of cooperation, partnerships and investments between the two brotherly countries, particularly in the commercial, industrial, agricultural and tourism sectors. The two sides also discussed the latest political developments in the region and ways to support efforts aimed at enhancing security and stability. The session was attended from the Omani side by His Highness Sayyid As'ad bin Tariq Al Said, Deputy Prime Minister for International Relations and Cooperation Affairs, and special representatives of His Majesty. His Highness Sayyid Shihab bin Tariq Al Said, Deputy Prime Minister for Defense Affairs. His Highness Sayyid Yazin bin Haytham Al Said, Minister of Culture, Sports and Youth. His Excellency Sayyid Khalid bin Hilal Al Busaidi, Minister of the Diwan of the Royal Court. His Excellency General Sultan bin Mohammed Al Nu'mani, Minister of the Royal Office. His Excellency Sayyid Hamoud bin Faisal Al Busaidi, Minister of Interior. His Excellency Sayyid Badr bin Hamad Al Busaidi, Foreign Minister. His Excellency Sultan bin Salim Al Habsi, Minister of Finance. His Excellency Dr. Hamad bin Saeed Al Aufi, Head of the Private Office. His Excellency Dr. Mahad bin Saeed Ba'awain, Minister of Labor. And His Excellency Dr. Ahmed bin Mohammed Al Saidi, Sultanate of Oman's Ambassador to the Lebanese Republic. From the Lebanese side, the session was attended by His Excellency Ambassador Yusuf Raji, Minister of Foreign Affairs and Immigrants. His Excellency Major General Michel Mansi, Minister of National Defense. His Excellency Brigadier Ahmed Al-Hajjar, Minister of Interior. His Excellency Nizar Hani, Minister of Agriculture. His Excellency Dr. Rakan Nasser al-Din, Minister of Public Health. And Brigadier Andre Rahal, Personal Advisor to the President. Earlier, this evening, His Excellency President General Joseph Aoun of the Lebanese Republic arrived in Muscat on a two-day official visit to the Sultanate of Oman. His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq led the welcoming party for His Excellency Lebanese President. When the jet of President Aoun touched ground at the Royal Airport, His Majesty the Sultan met the guest at the foot of the ramp, welcoming him and wishing him and the accompanying delegation a successful visit and pleasant stay. Along with His Majesty the Sultan, His Excellency President Aoun was received by His Highness Sayyid Shihab bin Tariq Al Said, Deputy Prime Minister for Defense Affairs. His Excellency Sayyid Khalid bin Hilal Al Busaidi, Minister of the Diwan of the Royal Court. His Excellency General Sultan bin Mohammed al-Nu'mani, Minister of the Royal Office, His Excellency Sayyid Hamoud bin Faisal al-Busaidi, Minister of Interior, His Excellency Sayyid Badr bin Hamad al-Busaidi, Foreign Minister, His Excellency Dr. Mahad bin Saeed Ba'wain, Minister of Labour, Head of the Mission of Honor, His Excellency Dr. Ahmed bin Mohammed al-Saidi, Ambassador of the Sultanate of Oman to Lebanon, members of the Lebanese Embassy in Muscat, and members of the Mission of Honor. Then, His Majesty the Sultan and His Excellency the Lebanese President proceeded to the reception hall, passing between two rounds of Guard of Honor of Royal Guard of Oman. After a short stay, the motorcade of His Majesty the Sultan and his guests left the Royal Airport heading to Al Alam Palace for the official reception protocols. When the official motorcade arrived at the internal courtyard of Al Alam Palace, a group of horse riders lined up on both sides to the accompanying accompaniment of mounted military music band. Then the artillery fired a 21-gun salute for the guest president, while the music band of the Royal Guard of Oman played the welcoming tune. After that, His Majesty the Sultan accompanied President Aoun to the Days of Honor, where the national anthem of the Lebanese Republic was played.
السلام الوطني للجمهورية اللبنانية. سلام.
Then His Majesty the Sultan shook hands with members of the official delegation accompanying His Excellency the Lebanese President. On his turn, President Aoun shook hands with some members of the royal family, chairman of the State Council and the Shura Council, ministers and commanders of the Sultan's armed forces and the Royal Oman Police. During his visit, President General Joseph Aoun of the Lebanese Republic is accompanied by an official delegation comprising His Excellency Yusuf Raghi, Minister of Foreign Affairs and Immigrants, His Excellency Major General Michel Mansi, Minister of National Defense, His Excellency Ahmed Al-Hajjar, Minister of Interior, His Excellency Nizar Hani, Minister of Agriculture, His Excellency Dr. Rakan Nasser ad-Din, Minister of Public Health, and Brigadier General Andre Rahal, Advisor to the President. His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq issued Royal Decree number 104 over 2025 on making appointments in the Diwan of the Royal Court as follows. Article 1 appoints His Highness Sayyid Lu'ay bin Ghalib bin Khalid Al Saeed as Secretary General of the Diwan of the Royal Court with special grade. Article 2 appoints His Highness Sayyid Nadir bin Al-Julanda bin Majid Al-Saeed as advisor to the Royal Court with the same grade and financial allocations. Article 3, this decree shall be published in the Official Gazette and comes into force from the date of its issue. His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq received a written message from His Excellency President Emmanuel Macron of the French Republic. The message deals with the good historical relations and bilateral cooperation between the two countries. The message was received by His Excellency Sayyid Badr bin Hamad Al Busaidi, Foreign Minister, when he received His Excellency Nicolas Fauré, Minister Delegate for Foreign Trade and Economic Attractiveness. During the meeting, the two sides reviewed the relations between the two countries, emphasizing the mutual commitment to enhancing existing cooperation in various fields to serve mutual interests, particularly in economic and commercial areas. They focused on developing partnerships in the field of renewable energy, tourism projects and infrastructure, such as transport sector, in addition to deepening cultural and civilizational communication between the two peoples. The State Council discussed the draft law on combating cyber crimes during its third sessions of the third ordinary session. Council members also discussed the opinion of the Social and Cultural Committee regarding amendments to certain provisions of the Cultural Heritage Law, in addition to discussing the study by the Special Committee on mechanisms for diversifying income sources in the Sultanate of Oman. The session was chaired by His Excellency Sheikh Abdul Malik bin Abdullah Al Khalili, Chairman of the State Council. The second edition of the Global Semiconductor and Chip Executive Summit hosted by the Sultanate of Oman showcased the latest technological innovations, challenges and opportunities in the semiconductor industry. The summit's opening ceremony was held under the patronage of His Excellency Dr. Khamis bin Saif Al Jabri, head of the Oman Vision 2040 Implementation Follow-up Unit. Here is a report on that.
The Sultanate of Oman, represented by the Ministry of Transport, Communications and Information Technology, is taking the lead in attracting major companies operating in the semiconductors field through an international summit, bringing together more than 50 global companies specializing in semiconductors and electronic chips.
One of the key things is the talent here. There's a lot of young talent in this region that is eager to penetrate the AI field, which is powered by semiconductor manufacturing. And also, when you look at the facilities in the area, when you're looking at smart cities, these require a lot of semiconductor chips. So for that reason, Oman has the effectiveness of a very powerful government initiative that is backed by key leaders that are pushing for innovation to come to the region.
The second edition of the Global Semiconductor Executive Summit is launching with a rapid economic pace and a national vision, aiming for a leading position in one of the world's most important industries. The summit revealed that the Sultanate of Oman has achieved significant progress in this field, particularly after the launch of GSME Oman, which has employed more than 100 Omanis in the design and testing of semiconductors.
Oman has made it clear on a global scale that they are welcoming semiconductor companies to come into this region and create subsidies, divisions, and enforce innovation. This is a very clear mandate from MTCIT.
The Global Semiconductor Executive Summit presents an opportunity to announce several strategic initiatives, most notably the establishment of a Center of Excellence for Semiconductors and Electronic Chips, and to hold direct meetings and negotiations between semiconductor companies and institutions concerned with investment and financing in the Sultanate of Oman. The summit also showcases available investment incentive packages designed to attract companies to launch their businesses.
His Excellency Qais bin Mohammed Al Yusuf, Minister of Commerce, Industry and Investments Promotion, received in his office today His Excellency Nicolas Forissier, a French Minister Delegate for Foreign and Economic Attractiveness, and his accompanying delegation. The visit aims to bolster economic cooperation and explore new partnership avenues between the two countries. During the meeting, both sides discussed enhancing bilateral trade and expanding mutual investments. They also underscored the importance of revitalizing negotiations for a free trade agreement between the Gulf Cooperation Council and the European Union, a step seen as crucial for boosting trade flows and facilitating market access for businesses. The minister reviewed the current state of economic cooperation and identified promising areas for future collaboration, particularly in artificial intelligence and advanced technologies. They also explored opportunities for Omani participation in key French-hosted economic forums, such as the Gulf Vision Forum, which serves as a significant platform for promoting cross-border investments. You're watching the Sultanate of Oman television, and yet to come in our news bulletin. More than 300 diverse projects concluded the competitions of Royal Army of Oman Science Club. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. Under the theme Endowments and the Promotion of Economic Diversification, the second edition of Oman Endowments Conference commenced. The conference is organized by the Minister of Endowments and Religious Affairs and the Bosher Endowments Foundation. The conference highlighted the positive impacts of endowments on society, their role in supporting social solidarity among society members, and the importance of governance in the Waqf sector. The conference also reviewed the role of endowments in enhancing economic diversification. The opening ceremony was presided over by His Highness Sayyid Taimur bin As'ad Al Saeed, Chairman of the Board of Directors of the Central Bank of Oman. With the participation of over 300 projects from various military, security and civil units, the Royal Army of Oman Science Club Competitions 2025 concluded. The Science Club competitions aim to create a stimulating environment for transforming ideas into value-added projects. They also seek to enhance partnership with higher education institutions in the Sultanate of Oman and encourage innovation and critical thinking. The closing ceremony was held under the patronage of Major General Matar bin Salim Al-Balushi, Commander of the Royal Army of Oman. The fourth edition of the national campaign to raise awareness on weather hazards and tsunami waves was launched today and will run for 3 days. The launch of the campaign in Muscat Governorate reflects Oman's constant commitment to promoting elements of prevention and public safety and raising the level of community awareness towards natural hazards. The campaign aims to raise awareness among the community and the stakeholders regarding individual and institutional readiness for emergencies, promote safe behavior during incidents, strengthening community partnership in the recovery phase, and support the system of safety and protection from multiple hazards. It also seeks to raise awareness on the early warning system and ensure the safety of individuals and property. The launch of the event was held under the auspices of His Excellency Sayyid Saud bin Hilal Al Busaidi, Governor of Muscat. This is the Sultanate of Oman television. Before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. His Majesty the Sultan and His Excellency the Lebanese President reviewed during a session of talks opportunities available to open new horizons of partnerships and investments and discuss the current political developments in the region. His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq welcomes His Excellency the Lebanese President upon his arrival at the Royal Airport for a 2-day official visit to the Sultanate of Oman. His Majesty the Sultan issues a royal decree. And His Majesty the Sultan receives a written message from His Excellency the French President regarding the historical relations and bilateral cooperation between the two countries. And with that, we do conclude this news bulletin. Thank you for joining us, and good night.